Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video is going to be in regards of what is going on with SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment right now. So, if you guys haven't heard recently, SeaWorld is struggling financially because of this COVID-19 pandemic. However, things have just gotten worse recently. If you guys haven't been following up recently, just get familiar with this. Basically, the companies of all the roller coasters, or of all the 2020 coasters, with I think the exception of Texas Stingray, since that thing is already open, but with rides like Iron Gwazi, Pantheon, Icebreaker, Emperor, the companies who have manufactured the roller coasters have placed liens on each roller coaster. So, if you guys don't know what a lien is when you haven't paid your debt and pretty much they can lawsuit you. Well, I don't think it's a lawsuit or anything like that. I mean, it could be, but pretty much they have the rights to own that specific thing if it, when you have a lien. So pretty much right now, let's say with Iron Gwazi, for instance, that thing cannot run until SeaWorld has fully paid off the payment. So what does this mean is that possibly those coasters might be delayed until further notice. But one of the worries right now is that what people have right now is that they think SeaWorld is struggling financially. And you just gotta think. We've seen this before with Six Flags back in the mid-2000s. They actually filed for bankruptcy then. And look at them now. So here's what I think. Some people have asked me, will SeaWorld permanently close? Or Busch Gardens? The answer is no. And here's why. So, now, thinking about with the financial situations, I'm not the greatest with like financing and stuff like that for a business, which I need to think about more. But I do think this is what I think could happen in the future. I'm just dropping it. I do think SeaWorld will file for bankruptcy sometime in the future. Not. This might seem a bit of a shock to some people. I mean, it might not happen. I think this is a 50-50 chance, But thinking about it, some people have boycotted SeaWorld in the past. Think about when Blackfish was made. People were just boycotting SeaWorld. I remember back 2016, there was people who were literally just doing literally starting protests to close SeaWorld down permanently. And SeaWorld it looked like in 2019, 2018, SeaWorld did start to build up, and it looks like they are... it looked like they were going to have a bright future. And, I mean, I'm not trying to be negative or anything like that, but, I mean, because of COVID, which is also applies to some of these other parks, I mean, Universal just laid off hundreds and hundreds of employees. SeaWorld's future just went from... Yeah, I mean, I know it sounds negative and stuff like that. It sounds a bit of a shock that I do think SeaWorld could possibly file for bankruptcy. However, this does not mean they will permanently close. Here's why. So, just gotta think about it. I don't know if this had to do with, I don't know if SeaWorld was filing for bankruptcy then, but think about it from 2009. Just gotta think. Back then, from 1989, I think, until up to 2008, 2009, SeaWorld was owned by Anheuser-Busch. But then they switched to a different owner. That's what I think happened with SeaWorld, is I think they could possibly file for bankruptcy and then move to a new owner, and only great things can happen from there. Now, as for the roller coasters, what do I think will happen? I unfortunately think they will be delayed. Iron Gwazi, this is one of the biggest questions right now. When will Iron Gwazi open? And I think there's still a small chance we'll still see Iron Gwazi open this year. And here's why. So, I think SeaWorld will, in maybe a month's time or two or something like that, they could be able to pay off the debts that they have to pay for. And I do think that SeaWorld could do it. Just gotta think, this is not Six Flags. SeaWorld, I think, still might build some new attractions in 2021, and I know Busch Gardens is building a new swing ride for 2021. I did hear from someone did tell me, I don't know if it's true or not, that it was supposed to open in December of 2020. But I mean, that'll probably be delayed until 2021. But I still think Iron Gwazi could open in 2020. My prediction, I mean, since it did test already, It has tested, and it looks like it's pretty much good to go. They just need to pay off the debts, and then boom, open the ride. So I do think for Iron Gwazi at least, I think it will open around fall to winter 2020, which I mean could be pretty good. I think by the end of the summer, maybe they'll have enough money to pay off, and then I think they'll still have to just test it more and more, train the employees, and then have it up and running. So that's why I think they'll have an Iron Gwazi, excuse me. Icebreaker is a completely different story. Unfortunately, since Icebreaker is not fully done yet, some people have said it's fully done, but like the track's fully done. I mean, you can test now, but they still need to touch up on some theming. So I think Icebreaker will be delayed until 2021. I think it'll open in early 2021 though, because I think that, it's just a little bit of theming. I don't think they need to do a whole ton of stuff with it. And you gotta think, when they built Sesame Street back in 2019, in January, it looked like it would have taken 5 months to finish the rest of the project. But then he finished up in 2 months. So, SeaWorld workers are pretty quick. This is not Disney World, guys. This is not Disney World when it comes to construction. So I think Icebreaker could open between February and March of 2021, which, is unfortunate because, I was very excited for this coaster this year, but 2021 could be a very epic year, and it's already looking to be a very epic year for me at least. I don't know about you guys. If you guys have a ton of awesome plans for 2021, feel free to comment below. And yeah. So with Emperor, I feel like California, I think this still has maybe a small chance of opening in 2020 because SeaWorld San Diego is a year-round park. I've said it'll open in 2021, but I think there's a good chance it'll be delayed until 2021. I still think there's a small chance, that a 25% chance maybe, that Emperor will open in 2020. But however, I have heard that B&M is actually suing SeaWorld San Diego for Emperor for not paying off. And the thing with this is, I don't think SeaWorld is really in that much of a financial situation. I don't think they're worse than, let's say, Disney or Universal. I think they've been trying to lay off the payments because of the COVID-19 pandemic, because they didn't want to they just wanted to save up. And I think SeaWorld is still maybe in a better position than Six Flags. Hey, you never know. Anything could happen, but just gotta think positive. Now, when I think of Pantheon, I have said many people that I think it'll be delayed till 2022, which might shock you still. But it is intimate. Now, Pantheon, this is another big question. This is just looking like a record-breaking roller coaster. It looks absolutely fantastic. I've seen pictures of this thing. It looks freaking amazing. I think that could be delayed. I think that will. I'm going to drop it. Not open at all 2020. Just like Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I did hear that the governor of Virginia did make a statement saying that amusement parks can only open up to 1,000 people. And so I unfortunately don't think Busch Gardens Williamsburg will open at all this year. I think they'll be most likely in 2021, which is kind of unfortunate, but sometimes some of these places have to deal with this. And I know Virginia's taking it really seriously. Now with Pantheon, when do I think that will open? They could start construction on it again during their extended off season, if that is a thing. But I would not expect Pantheon to open early in the 2021 season. I'm thinking maybe the mid-season of 2021, maybe June or July. I would not expect, and I would not even be surprised if that thing opens up in 2022, because there's still stuff that needs to be touched up on. And you gotta think, Busch Gardens Williamsburg only has their outdoor rides operating from March to maybe September, October. I don't know. I don't know if they have them open up for the Hollow Scream event. Comment below if they do have them open for the Hollow Scream event. But yeah, Pantheon, I think of the 2020 coasters that still need to open, I think that'll be the last one to open, unfortunately, because it's Intamin, and I'm already expecting Pantheon to have a catastrophic opening day in 2021, because, let's be real, this is Intamin we're talking about. But I haven't really heard many lawsuits about Pantheon. I just think right now with SeaWorld's doing is that they're just saving right now. And they just haven't had the chance to pay off their debts yet. And you never know. Some people exaggerate. I myself have exaggerated many times during this pandemic. And trust me, it sucks. But, I mean, it's just kind of the way of life, you know. And this could happen. Like, SeaWorld could pay off the rides sooner than we expect. And, hey, maybe Icebreaker even opens up in 2020. We'll just have to wait and see. So that is going to be it for this video. So in conclusion, I think SeaWorld is still going to be okay. I think they have good stocks and stuff like that. I think there's a chance that they could file for bankruptcy. I said that they will, but I mean, I still think it's a 50 or 60% chance that they could file for bankruptcy. It's just what I think. But hey, if they do, only good things can happen from there. Maybe they could get owned by Cedar Point or Cedar Fair. Excuse me. What is wrong with me today? Okay, so I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoy this and take something out of this video. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe for more videos in the future. I have a ton of playlists full of videos. Now, we'll say this real quick about my videos real quick. I did mention this on my Instagram story that I am suspending roller coaster review videos until the end of the summer. It's because I don't know if I'm getting new credits yet, so because of that, I'm suspending coaster reviews until the end of my summer break, at least. Till the end. And if I start off like early August, then I probably won't be doing many coaster reviews because I'm trying to save up so I can be able to post as much content as I can during like around that time. And there's still plenty of coasters I haven't reviewed yet. Like I haven't reviewed, let's say, Comet at Hershey Park or some of the coasters at Maurice Piers, you know. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And another thing of unfortunate news is that I will not be doing my top 25 roller coasters this year. That is one thing that I love doing. But since I probably won't be getting any new credits this year, other than maybe Iron Gwazi, if that thing opens up this year, which I think could, but we'll see what happens. So because of that, it's not really worth it to do a top 25, the same exact top 25. So that's unfortunate that I won't be doing my top 25 this year. 2021 though, it'll be a whole different story. However, I will be making an alternate video since I won't be doing my top 25. I'll still do a video where I represent my whole coaster countdown. I've done this before, but it'll just be a different format. So yeah, so that's just some of the announcements I have to make. If you want to follow me on Instagram at Themeparkguy Productions, feel free to click on that link below, as I post a ton of fun content on my Instagram as well. I've been doing that a lot since quarantine, so I'll see you guys next time, and have a theme-tacular day.